got a beautiful day here in North Carolina, so might as well do a video outside. Ben!
What's up?
Just saying hello like I do in every video.
Oh, what's up?
You're just tinkering, you're tinkering with it?
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to pull some Willis?
Pull some Willis.
Pull some Willis? Because as you guys can tell by the title of this video, that's what it is about. We're going to be talking about pulling wheelies and how we do or don't pull wheelies and what all it takes, because I mentioned the terminology and some of you guys pick up on it, some of you guys understand. But for those of you guys that don't, we're going to go through pretty much like, kind of give you a little like wheelies 101. And then you guys will understand what we're talking about when we go to the track. So just to start this video off, let's get one thing right. Ben, you don't like pulling wheelies, and I do like pulling wheelies.
I mean,
in a nutshell,
it's fun to do every once in a while, but
this old girl.
What's more fun is taking all your hard work and seeing the potential of it flourish.
Instead of going slow with the wheels up. But they do make a good thumbnail. And the internet seems to click on the wheelie videos.
Yeah. Going to the track and running the same number over and over gets old.
Yes.
But it's always fun to change things and make things better, and then go to the track and see what it does.
So I guess we'll we want to pull this sucker out of here. I just want to breathe a bunch of E85 in the morning. That looks so good. I love the rears. They look like they got such a big lip on them. This is the same back spacing that I have on the salty chicken, but it doesn't look nearly as deep. That looks hot. Looks very hot. And people wonder why we're not the biggest fans of the hood stack, because it just makes an absolute mess everywhere. Everything is a mess. Everything. So gross. Is that actual speed, Ben?
That is
actual speed. All right, so Ben, I'm gonna question you to start this video off, to start the topic off. Why don't we have wheelie bars on this car? Don't you think we need wheelie bars?
What was that?
That was funny.
That was funny.
wheelie bars are more like a slick tire thing. Big tires.
But we keep pulling wheelies. So what do? Do we just pull wheelies forever?
No. You gotta tie the car down.
Tie it down.
It's that woo woo.
That's what I was looking for. So for the people that don't know what tie it down means, we're talking about tying down the front end. You guys still have no idea what we're talking about. We have what? We have a cable with a piece of steel that has holes in it, and that gives you your adjustment. So what we do when we tie it down is that limits how much front end travel we will have. So pretty much the wheelie comes from momentum in the front end, yanking that front tire up. Tie it down, it doesn't have as much momentum, and that helps hold the front end down. I mean, it's kind of heavy to pick up a tire and a brake and the whole assembly like that, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have as long of a run at it without, you know, the body coming up and the body having all the speed and yank it up, it's hard to pull a wheelie. Harder, I should say.
On its way up, the front end, the lower control arm's tied to the frame. Wherever the drop stops, that's where all of its upward momentum gets stalled right there. and the car is forced to go forward instead of up. And as the car goes forward, the vehicle starts to pick up speed to the point where it drives faster than it has power to pick the car up.
So that's when you're trying to drive through the wheelie and not go into. So I would say that the viewers at home, when we were at Fayetteville trying to run an 8, they got a good look at the whole wheelie situation and how tying it down affects it, because we went out there the first time, popped a wheelie. Second time I think we left the same tune up in there, and Ben messed with the tune and put a little more timing in there, and it made more power and it wheelied way out there. Then we tied it down. I think we went like 2 holes. Right, went from no tie down at all to like, we skipped the first one, went to the second hole to tie down, and then the car still wheelied, but it didn't wheelie as much. It wheelied out more, like you were saying, but it was still wheeling. It still wheelied through the 60-foot, which the wheelie is ET.
It took a good, it stole a good 10.
Yeah, right there. We were chasing ET. We were trying to go after a time there, and we knew we weren't really turning a ton of RPM and a ton of power up top, so we were trying to be as efficient as we could down low in the 60-foot. So we started tying it down more and more, and then Ben tied it down the last time. You had to leave, but you like really tied the sumbitch down. I mean, she was
one more.
She was down there.
Yeah.
So you limited from before. It probably had like what? Would you say it had like 7 inches of front end travel?
What, with nothing?
With nothing, yeah.
I think it's like 7 or 8 inches.
So 7 or 8 inches of front end travel, and then we tied it down, and it had what, 2 to 3 inches of front end travel?
3 to 4.
3 to 4.
On the wheelie where it was this high. Right
and then,
now it has 2.
And that's where the setup that we're at, where it ran the 8. So you tied it down. It's funny because as we tied it down, we were seeing like huge gains in 8th mile ET. The same tune-up that we were running, we were picking up like, I think we picked up like a 1 full tenth. Same tune-up, just tying it down. We went like a 580, and then we tied it down and we went like a 573, which, I mean, that's good right there. We're talking about just no adjustment, but other than taking the wheelie out of it. All right, guys, so as you can see right here are the travel limiters. So it is very simple. It is just a, this one's a wire. Some of them will be chain, but it's a wire that mounts right onto the lower control arm, and then it goes up here to the frame, and then there are your adjustment holes. So as you can see, we're on the bottom half, I would say. We got 4 up top and 3 down bottom, so it is more tied down than not tied down, but imagine how much travel this thing would have when it is not. So as you move this up, you limit front end travel, and then that essentially is tied down. So
right now it has about 2 inches.
So it's 2 inches of travel. So when you tie it down to that last hole, you're looking at like almost no travel, like very, very minimal.
Yeah, the first thing the car does is should be move forward. Right now it has 2 inches in it. 2 inches is like radial tire, 275, 315.
Starting point.
1,000-ish horsepower or even more. That's where most people start.
Well, we're not making 1,000 horsepower, Ben. We're only making 800 because we're weak. Because we're weak. That's all we could do is 800. As of right now, there's no, like, we just throw everything we got at it and make it stick, and then we're going to control the wheelie by how much we tie it down. So when we say we're going to tie down the front end, this is exactly what it means. So literally, we can go out there. We have enough data now. We can go out there and we could say, hey, I want to put on the bumper this pass, and put a tune-up in there and untie it and get it to run a 590 on the bumper. Or we could tie it down and say, oh, let's go a 50.
Now everything's changed.
Now everything's changed because we had malfunctioning wastegates.
Yeah.
So
now 15 makes the same thing that we had 25 on the gate make before.
Yeah, so we did discover an issue with the wastegates, which was probably, I would say that was definitely hindering us.
Who knows how long it's been going on.
Yeah, because we found that we couldn't get on the 2-step squat.
It's unfortunate.
Squat life. We couldn't get on the 2-step if the boost controller was off. But we turned the boost controller on and started making more. But it literally wouldn't make boost with the boost control off. It made like 1 pound. It made a pound.
It sounded like it get hung up like Alice in Wonderland lost in the converter or something.
Yeah, and driving on the street with it off was, I mean, you could literally only putt around. You could not get in any power. So It did feel awful. It did. It felt bad. Ben's like, this is disgusting. So we got that figured out. We're actually going to be testing tonight, so that's what tomorrow's video is going to be. We're going to Glot to test before we head down to Cletus and Cars, so we're excited about that. Ben, you excited to pull wheelies in other states?
Yeah.
Everyone comment below, because I told Ben that we need to go down to Cletus and Cars and pull a wheelie, and he's like, no, we need to tie it down and go fast. So I want everyone to comment below and say, do we need to pull a wheelie or do we not need to pull? Hey, bud. Hey, do we need to pull a wheelie?
No.
No wheelies? What do you want to see then?
A little bit.
Just a little wheelie?
And go.
And go? Okay. All right. Hey, that's a good looking hat you got on there.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you?
Now?
No, we're gonna go test and tune later. We're gonna test. You coming to test and tune later? Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Probably so.
That's what I like to hear. Tell everyone at home if they're in the area, come out to Glot tonight.
Come out to Glot.
Look at that.
Watch some wheelies, I'm sure.
so persuasive. So persuasive. There you guys have it. That's just a little insight of what we got going on, some of the adjustments that we make. But we got to do a little learning today, like Ben said, now that our race gates actually work. I completely forgot about that. We pretty much had one hung open the whole time.
Well, they were both kind of...
Can't have anything nice around here, can you? Can't have nothing nice.
They just break.
We just break everything.
Leave them alone and go home and sleep and come back and they're broken.
All right, so I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this provides a little insight to what we say when we say we're going to tie it down, or when we're pulling wheelies, or why we don't run wheelie bars or everything like that. But if you do have any questions on this topic, Ben and myself would be more than happy to help answer any questions, because we're the ones that are doing it. So we definitely have some insight.
The only problem with wheelies is they're rough.
Yeah, Ben.
They're so rough.
Are we collapsing the strut towers on this guy?
Yeah, and we're knocking it out of alignment every time we do it.
Yeah. And do we even bother to put it back in alignment?
I mean, yeah, but
not really.
After Florida.
Yeah, we've been running out of alignment for a hot minute now. So do want to thank you guys so much for watching. The new LS Nasty American Ben designed t-shirts are right here. Ben, I must say, hot seller. Hot seller. We've sold a bunch already, like a bushel, maybe 2 bushels. So
I think it's a good design.
It is a good design.
I think it's perfect timing too. Weather's starting to get warm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You gonna break it out?
Maybe I'll get you one.
Okay. Be lucky fans.
All right. Go down, check out the stuff in the LS Nasty link below. We're gonna see you guys down at Cletus Cars this weekend. We're going to the track today, so you guys will see this video around like noon or 1. So come out to Glot Motorsports Park. We'll see you guys in Florida later this weekend. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.